Hello, 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 everyone. Wow, wow, wow. What a crazy 24 hours. In Onpassive, the word crazy comes out a lot. I just don't know what other words to use. Um, Started at 2 o'clock yesterday. We did 360 and we invited Andy Burks on. He did a fantastic job, by the way, which I knew he would. We will be inviting more and more people to our 360 and also to our lives because I want to get people out there. I believe exactly what we heard yesterday. But anyway, Mr. Mufareh texted me and said, "Here I come." And he did. Mr. Nizam was going to try to join us, but he was traveling between places, so it didn't work out. But anyway, first thing I want to do it in front of everybody, kind of a shout out to everybody involved. Listen, and I don't mean to come across mean and bossy. It's not. I'm just so excited, and I want everyone to see at least what I see and feel what I feel. When you get excited about something, you want everybody to come and feel it and see what you see. And a lot of you do. People that come to our lives, I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to people that might hear the recording later or whatever. We are in a really, really good place. No doubt for me, professionally, I'm going to say professionally, in the best place I could ever be in my life, of my whole life. And trust me, I did things in a business that I was in when I worked in a regular job that was pretty unique, and I was very fortunate. I worked hard. I was determined to do what I could do, but always, even during that time, I would look on other ways. There's something better, something bigger, a more, like I said, a more reason why. Like, yeah, I don't want to just stroll through life and not things don't matter. There's got to be bigger. And I know with my belief in God and Jesus, yeah, I know that. But I'm talking also building. Listen, I always believe relationships are the most powerful thing. Because all we have at the end of all this, at the end of this journey, whatever our journey is, it's memories. What we built together, what we've done together. Yes, no doubt, money, money, it's a big deal because it gives you more chances, more choices in life. Absolutely ways to help people. But the main thing is, and I know this more now than ever in my life, and you couldn't have told me this at maybe 20, 25, but there's more to life than just that. The reason, and I heard that saying many, many times, didn't mean that much until it meant something, you know? And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm gonna explain what I mean. You could hear the same thing over and over and over. I've had this discussion with Red, with Chris, Robin, even Mr. Mufareh. You could hear stuff over and over and over. History in school. You go to church every Sunday, let's say, you hear the Bible. Bible hasn't changed. Whatever religion they have, whatever book they read out of, pretty much has been done for thousands of years, if not hundreds, but thousands of years. Things have not changed. And yet we still teach out of those books. Why? Because the absorption of what's being said, the person receiving needs to be open to receiving. Right? I mean, the same as an Onpassive. Myself, Mike, and Dan got out there and we all decided what are we going to do individually. Okay, I'm not a great writer. Newsflash. But Dan is. I'm not really good at staying on script. Mike Ellis is. So he did videos. I worked behind the scenes on any marketing and any ideas we could to bring people into this group, whatever group we were at the time. It was always myself, Mike, and Dan, but the name of that group changed depending on what crazy business we were in at the time. But the whole time, what we found out, and I knew, and I believe they knew too for a long, long time, the problem with MLM is everybody's a number. You're number 742, you're 632, you're 6, and as a number left, you just had to fill the number. That's not right. That's not right in any industry. It's definitely not right in the world when people are involved, because none of you are a number. None of you are just a date. So we always tried to get to know the people or tried to build some type of relationship. Why? Because the relationship is the strength. Numbers come and go, right? I mean, plus, minus, but you get to know people where they trust you. And we wanted people to trust us, even if by chance the opportunity we were in was a failure. But the other part was we wanted to help people so they could at least get to the level we were, because we knew if we could get majority to the level we are, we're all going to make it. If the company's legit, if they do what they promise. But we couldn't. And when I see something like Onpassive and I'm circling around, I don't want you to think I'm upset. I'm not mad. I don't get mad like that. I get upset with people when they say bad things or they attack people. I do get mad. I'm not going to lie. But I get upset when I want people to feel and see what most of us feel and see. Because if you did, and most of you do, I believe that if you're watching this, most of you do, it relieves all 99.9% of your anxiety as far as Onpassive is gone. It's over. You're not sitting back going, when is this going to happen? Why didn't this happen? What am I going to get paid? What's the details of this? Why? How many bricks are in the building? Who cares? Who cares? I know there's people out there, and I've talked to them, not necessarily anybody on my life. That's not what I'm saying. Thank you for the super sticker. And Troll Selland. Thank you. First time I mentioned your name, I believe, and I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Richard Lamott, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. I was on another page. Thank you for the super sticker. And Curtis Strickland, also, thank you for the super sticker. It makes me feel very well. Very good. More than you could believe. Anyway, to go back, when I see, like I get on and I sound like I'm being mean, I'm really not. I know this. Here's one. I've talked to people all week, and people, you don't answer. Listen, I go through hundreds of emails every week. Hundreds. I answer many things through email. I don't use instant message because if I get the question, I can't remember who sent it. I'm going to look on all the instant message. But if I go to my email, I can find it. So if you got something important, send it to me. If it's something that you know, be calm. It's going to be fixed. But the point is, if you take the time to see what was done and the road that we took, and I'm kind of bringing everything together here, the road that we took, the things that Mr. Mufareh, his team have done, ahead of collecting one dime. That should give you volumes of trust. Volumes, like beyond, like I don't need to know anything else. I trust you. Drive the car. You don't get an Uber and sit up on the back seat and watching the guy use the steering wheel and the pedal and watch the window, make sure he's okay. I trust the driver of this big vehicle, Mr. Mufareh, and the team. Right? I trust it more than I trust him more than me doing it. I couldn't do it. I'm not the dumbest. I'm not the dumbest rock in the box. but I know my limit. I couldn't do what they're doing. So I respect the point that they're doing it. Sometimes in the beginning, and even now, I don't get why they would do all this for strangers other than he's got a big heart. So that's another trust factor. Everything they do is trust. And you get this, well, what's the breakdown of whatever it is? I don't care if it's money. How does this work? How are you going to pay? Who's this? Who's that? If you know what I know, and I know if I'm lucky 1%, so I'm not somebody up there looking around with ass. I don't have that view. But I have that feeling and I have that trust. I do. The trust with the company and Mr. Mufareh has been there a long, long time. Even when he goes to new heights and new levels, I'm like, oh, I'm excited over it. But I expect it. I expect it only because the only history I use for 4 years, at least 3.5, the only history I use about business online is Onpassive. My judgment does no longer go before I entered Onpassive. So all of my feelings, all of my history starts at Onpassive and going with Onpassive. If you can do that, you can let all the other go. Ask brought it up and it was brilliant because I think that I'm thinking the same thing. People look at something, and I've said this 1,000 times. They look at something and their judgment is by where they've been. You eat a hamburger, you go, this is better than McDonald's. You drink a drink. I like Pepsi better. With Onpassive, like I have said 1,000,000 times, not quite 1,000,000, I don't want to exaggerate, 999,000 times. Onpassive, the team of Onpassive, the brilliance of Onpassive, the heart of Onpassive, and because the navigating of Onpassive is my God, I believe. I believe he's in on this. I already know that the greatness is there. I mean, I don't need to be coached in on it. I don't need to be sold every day. But if everybody would take the time and start your history of what happened to you online, start it with the day you joined Onpassive. Because the game that these people, men and women of Onpassive created, we win. You don't have to wait to go to the finals. You don't have to wait to go to the Super Bowl. You don't have to wait to go to the World Series. The game that Mr. Mufareh and his team, Mr. Mufareh's conception to where we are now, is a game that no one is playing. So what I'm asking everybody is begin your thinking about online, offline business in general, leaving your job outside leave it out. Don't judge anything. And not by anything you've ever done before Onpassive, the date you got in. And then judge from there till now. Guaranteed your outlook would be different. Now, most of you have a great outlook. I'm not saying, I'm just trying to get you to think, because realize everything you say and do, and look, I'm not telling you something I haven't done, but I've trained myself to let go of what am I comparing to, because we all do it. Example, guy said to me not too long ago, and this is a big marketer, what's the breakdown? The breakdown of what? The pay structure. What's it matter? People need to know. Oh, people that I'm going to introduce this to. Okay. You've obviously introduced business before. Yeah, I've made millions. Okay. What part of that pay structure that you delivered to all the people you brought in to make them millionaires did they like the best? He said, well, not everybody that voted became a millionaire. I said, well, how many did as well as you? He said, me and above. That's my point. Mr. Mufareh told us, do you trust Mr. Mufareh? Absolutely. You trust the company 100%. And what's it matter? Mr. Mufareh said months ago, now, I'm going to pay you whatever I possibly can legally in every country in the world. I'm done. If I need to know all the detail, for what? So you can give details to those numbers that you brought into things and they disappeared because they're only a number? What's it matter? Take care of here and here, and don't worry about the other. Once you get the belief, I could give a rat's ass what the details are. Do I like it? Yeah, I love the people. I'm amazed at people, not gadgets, not what can be done, because I believed a long time ago, way before I got Onpassive, if you can think it, I also believed it can be done. Now, I just thought, what's the limit? What does limit mean? Most limits are here. Nobody ever ran under a 4-minute mile before Roger Bannister. Never. Do you know why? Everybody was told it's impossible, it'll never happen. And guess what happened? Somebody didn't believe that statement. Somebody didn't believe that you couldn't run under 4 minutes. His name was Roger Bannister. Then what happened? Once Roger Bannister did it and people realized it's possible, what happened? Thousands of people ran under 4 minutes. Thousands. Well, how's that possible if it's not possible? Because it is possible. Mr. Mufareh, the company, the people he surrounded himself with, and I believe a lot of the founders, I'm seeing a lot of them here, believe the same thing. Now, whether I did it, Joseph Lance did it, Bitmata, Patty Prescott, Yvonne Bin, I don't care who. I believe you believe in I don't know what the level is, but you believe anything's possible. I may not be the person that can do it, but I believe it's possible. So when somebody does do it, like Mr. Mufareh and his team, I'm infatuated with the person in the mind that was able to let go of the 4-minute mile. That blows me away. I'm infatuated with the guy that was told, well, you're 65 years old. Your life is almost over. Let it freaking go. Colonel Sanders, KFC, in his 60s. KFC now is all over the planet. What I'm saying is we are sitting at the table of the next global game that everybody will want to be part of. They don't know it yet, and that's okay. But pay attention to what's being said. And better than that, now I want to tell you, now I want you to realize what's going on here. Does Ash say every little detail? No, he can't. Why? Because we have thousands of people there. He's on a live in front of millions of people online eventually. And some people are not nice. And their whole goal is to destroy. And do you know how easy it is to go after something good? Obviously, it's pretty easy because that's what everybody does. You never see people attacking bad. What fun is it? Right? What fun is that? Somebody good, go after them and go after the crazy people following good. And that's what you see. And it's just, you just don't want to give any more wood or supplies to the fire. Let it go. We know. That's why I'm saying take the time to realize how fortunate we are, all of us, to be where we're at. Now, yesterday, 360, I cut out just the Ask Mufareh section. If you want to watch it, it's on my channel. Yesterday, Rob Lynn Live was spectacular. That's recorded. It's in Rob Lynn Live. And let me tell you what a big heart this man has. I don't care if it was Rob Lynn Live or Marty Boom 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 or Ricky Ticky Tappy webinar. If it was during the time of that specific webinar, as always, I don't want to step over it. I don't want to step on it. Let's make it part of what I want to do. That's what he does. Nobody does that. Some founders wouldn't do that, but our CEO does. And what do we learn from? Let's learn by what he does, not what people think. I don't give a rat's ass what people think. I don't care. I'm not trying to make a, oh, if we do this, they'll love ass better. No, they won't. They'll move on to something else negative. Negative attracts negative. They're not looking for an answer. I know some people think, well, if we prove this, they'll love him. No, they won't. They're donkeys. Donkeys not hanging out with eagles. Doesn't happen. Never has, never will. Let me get a drink of water. But anyway, if you want to watch it, go watch it. It's got big stuff in it. I don't need to go over all of it. Yes, there's going to be, he went over some pricing, what it's going to cost. It's going to blow everybody out of the water. Listen, I want to say something here. For the first 3 months, whatever it is we pay, which is peanuts, and then for the last 3 months that we got it for free, which cost the company, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to do it so we could play. But the point is, during this time, the company's learning. Okay, now this is from Marty Degarmo. Ask Mufareh didn't call me and tell me, Marty, say this. In fact, he never tells me what to say. Never. He might say, I can't believe you said that. No, you don't even do that. But my point is, during this 3 months, people will be coming in, besides founders, okay? Let go of the founders. We're going to have a special deal. We'll always have a special deal because it was promised, okay, for this whole 365 days. During that time, they learn cost, what it costs, what they pay out, blah, blah, blah. Now, when you hear what's it cost the company, how much the company brings in, how about, let's go back to something. Every time I say something, put this in the front of everything I say. Mr. Mufareh wants to pay us as much as he legally can. Boom, that's it. Let it go. Anything else I say, just add it. So at the end of that 3 months, whatever packages they come up with will make more and more sense to the company to thrive, not survive, thrive, and us to be treated like kings and queens. So if it's a few cents more, a few cents less, who cares? Because the main thing is, before Onpassive ever came on the scene, people were paying X amount of money for all of these products with other names and much less value. Sometimes 50, sometimes 80, sometimes 90%, some of them at 100% because we have it free. So they're being sold. We're not selling a new widget. We are going to offer to the world what's out there at a spectacular price. AI technology beyond anything that's running right now. That's all we need to know. And people will jump on it like a fat rat in a cheese factory. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Okay? And let's just relax. But the main thing, You just heard, take your position, set, go. And a gun will go off and you run, or you walk, or you crawl, but you move. What we're expected to do, we were expected to get ready for what's coming any day, is to be ready to purchase, if you're in the game, the first product when that gun goes off. And if I know for a fact, Charles brought it up, a couple people brought it up last night. I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. And they're going to get to the starting line and they have no pants on. Metaphor. They're not ready. They're facing the wrong direction. They're not even on the field. They're not on the track. And they're going to complain, wait, you started without me. No, 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 no. Onpassive will leave nobody behind. Because I want to tell you something. Get ready, set, go. Started 5 years ago. You could be a freaking tortoise and be on that starting line by now. And let's say, broke, rough money to get aside, $5 a day, $5 a week, whatever. Right? You'd have enough to do whatever you need to get started. So please, all the time we worried, what about what's going on? I don't get it. I don't go. Okay, let all that go. It's about to happen. Set, mark, set. We got to be ready to take off. That's all that's asked. Be ready to hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. I appreciate everybody here. By the way, like I said, get into it here, and it just relax you. Listen, I hate to see anybody over anxious. I mean, I'm excited. It's going to be surreal. I lived it. But like I said last night, I've been looking for Onpassive my whole life. 35 years? 40 years? I'm not kidding. But go back, listen to the details. I get it. Just be ready. Mr. Mufareh, in all the meetings with lawyers, and I'm talking about lawyers that cost big money, surrounded by super intelligent people, the team that he surrounded, everybody, in his mind, when he talks, always, how will it benefit the people? I don't care what it is. When you know that, like I know that, like a lot of you know that, everything else goes away. It does. It goes away. I remember talking to people like this for 6-7 months. You're an idiot. I need to know. Okay, you need to know. You don't. You've wasted all that time worrying about it. In the meantime, move forward. Guaranteed some of you right now, money wasn't an object. You have time freedom. You have no idea what you want. As much as we talked about it. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who do you want to help? It's time. The game is on. The Onpassive game. The only one that matters. But what about this company? It doesn't matter. They're not playing our game. And I used to think it always matters seek, conquer, and destroy. That's industry. Normally is. We had competitors in the business I was in, and you want to do better. And if they fail and die, you're happy. Onpassive, the more I looked into it, the more I absorbed Onpassive, they're not into that. They have no intentions on hurting somebody, going after somebody. And the competition isn't even there. Now, will some companies be forced to repair? rebuild, redo things? Yeah, maybe. But the intention wasn't for that. The intention was to give everybody, customers that aren't even in yet, people out in the world that have been ripped off, a fair shake and a great deal and a great place to go and a great place to hang out. And you could have your young adult children go there and feel safe. What else could we ask for? What else could we ask for? And that's where we're at. That's what we're part of. I know it. Most of you know it. Just spread that. Spread the belief part. I realize, no, I don't. I know I've watched enough. I watch where we've been. And I'm going to tell you, and I've said it again, I'm fascinated with people that have the skills or have the monetary or have the connections that could do good or bad. I'm really fascinated with people that do the straight thing, do the right thing, and want the best for other people when they don't have to. All of these people. Nizal is a wonder worker, okay? Kamal, wonder, just they're superheroes. These people are superheroes. Susan, Nizal, Mr. Mufareh heading it off. I mean, it's like a pack of people that, gentlemen, women, look at the people in Hyderabad, ask us, go home, and you don't even see them get up. 4 o'clock in the morning, they're not even getting up. Come on, what else do we need? Trust me this. In the beginning, people said I'm passive like this. I'm passive. What'd you say? Very soon, most people say, what are you in? I'm in Onpassive. You are? Oh, you're lucky. I don't know. I invited you a year ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, but I didn't know what it was. I know. You could still get in and be an affiliate. Oh, really? Yeah, boom. All this is going to happen. All this is going to happen to all of us. I'm thankful for all the speakers last night. You did a fantastic job. Some of you are not used to that. You don't come on. I'm not really Marty, how do you feel? Because I don't know how I feel. It's craziness. But I definitely don't want to come across mean. I'm really not mean. I'm just, you ever know something so great and feel so good about it, you just want to shake the people next to you? You gotta see this. That's how I feel. It's not mean at all. I'm not mean at all. I don't tolerate people bad-mouthing people I love, my family. Ask my wife. Ask my children. I don't like people bad-mouthing evil intention. Mr. Mufareh, his family, ever. It's not going to be good. Not if I'm there. And people say, well, that's not very professional. Call me unprofessional. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't like people going after people I know and love in Onpassive in general. And a lot of them I've grown to be very, very close to. You know them. Look, there's no problem at all for me jumping all over Chris. That is what I love. But I never want to hurt him. He's got a big heart. He's one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Redfern. We do business. We have fun. His wife is amazing. We might even have little wars, little fights. All said and done, though, Red's my brother. Chris is my brother. And you can ask them. We all do for each other if we can. Even when I write names down, I will put mine last. I never tried to do something better than somebody else. Mike Ellis is calling me. So I just want to let you know, I'm here because I care for you guys, all of you. I mean that. Let me tell Mike I'm on my live. I'm wrapping it up. But on that. Anyways, he probably did a video. No one Mikey did a video, guarantee it. Anyway, just want to tell you what I love y'all. Keep doing what we're doing. Get ready. Go to the starting blocks. No, you don't have to run, but just be ready to walk. And let's enjoy the sunshine, because in Onpassive, better days are coming. I'm telling you. And we're all part of it. And I want the best for you. Send over another video. Should have it in a few minutes. I think I told you. That's what happens when you work with somebody for 10 years. That's what happens. Uh-oh. This is beeping, which I don't know if that means I'm dying there. But can everybody still hear me? Yeah, I hope so. Hello, hello, hello. My earphones are blinking or beeping. Anyway, let me do a couple shout outs and I'll go. I was a little longer than I wanted to be. I don't know if you want to call this a recap. It probably wasn't the best one, but I don't need to do the details. You guys can listen to it. But just remember this. Rest easy at night. Rest easy at night. You're in a very, very good place. And it's not by accident, because you deserve it. I believe that. Today we got a lot going on. I know that Comfort comes on 2 a day, right? She's only getting it 4. Roblin Live has being over prepared, okay, which is what Ash recommended. So they're on at 8. And then let me do some shout outs. Shorty, you want to do a shout out with me? Okay, he's in a bad mood. Once again, Richard Lamott and Terrell, Curtis Strickland, Tang Minar, thank you, all of you, for a super sticker. I mean that. Thank you. Let's go to live chat. Let's see if we could do some more shout outs. I'm happy. I want you all to be happy. Oh, by the way, let me say this again in front of everyone. If there's somebody new here that has never, ever, or hasn't been in Onpassive yet, please, if you haven't been invited here by someone else, scan that code. It'll let you in. You can get in free. And by the way, if you get in now, before the 27th or the last day of the month, there's a contest with the opportunity to win $10,000. And no, it costs nothing. It's a free ticket with the chance to win, to join something free, to be part of something amazing. That's pretty simple. Can't make it any simpler than that. Shout out to, again, my brother, Mr. Mufareh, his family, the little boys. Shout out to Mr. Kamal, Mr. Nazal, Susan, the whole tech team in Hyderabad. You are the best of the best. Dubai, thank you. You are all the wind beneath our wings. We know that. We definitely know it. We appreciate it. Never forget that. We could never do justice in thanking you, but I mean it. One thing I know that we could do that could help, and I'm going to say this one more time. Well, I'm going to say it one more time today. Go to YouTube Onpassive. If there's a video there that you have not looked at, watch it all the way through. Give a thumbs up and make a comment. Do this every day, one a day, every day, and it will impact you and everyone around you in Onpassive. One for all and all for one. The second thing I want you to do is go to Twitter, Onpassive Twitter. They have new videos or a blog every single day put there by the company. If you go to the YouTube, the Twitter blog, all right, and there's a video, there's things you can do. One is reply, leave a comment. The other one is retweet, very powerful. The other one is give it a like or a heart or any kind of nice thing. And you did your simple one thing a day that will contribute to your success. Yes, it's true. Guaranteed it's true. Would you like to see Shorty? They really want to see you. He said no. He's
Not in a bad mood.
huh?
Not in a bad mood. I just don't want to do it.
He's not in a bad mood. He just doesn't feel up to it. Jaden, will come here and say hello.
Yeah.
Here's my big grandson, and I mean, damn. Okay, come here. How'd you like to feed this? Yeah. How old are you?
12.
12 years old. And you guys thought dinosaurs were extinct. He's a good boy. Very smart, handsome like his pop-up, of course.
Not really.
And I thought you weren't going to talk. Only time Shorty says something, he goes, no, not really. You know. Yeah, dang. Anyway, love you all. Let me say some shout out. I take forever just to shut down. Ava, hello. She's a sweetheart. I love Ava. Hello, Ava. Glad you could be here. Kindu Mangis, thank you. SM Hanafa, welcome. The one and only Lynn Nakamoto. I always laugh when I say Lincoln. She's nut. She probably didn't even sleep today. MD Summon, you got to take care of yourself, Lynn. What good is it if apples come in? You got to be ready. Bitmata, hello. Thank you for always being here. Sawtooth Range, Marty, your brother Robert from Idaho, the future of the internet. Hello, my brother from Idaho, Robert. Short Jaden, say it. Casey.
Casey Zevenbergen.
That's it? No. They need to hear it. There's a couple hundred people here. Put some heart into it. Act like you're getting a hoagie.
Casey Zevenbergen.
There's Shorty, guys.
Casey Zevenbergen.
Oh, that was. Oh, we got two people.
Oh, boy.
Dawn, you ready? Wait a minute. Cooper's saying it. Hear him? Anyway. Shut up, Cooper.
All right.
Kaylee, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, I'm hoping Gayling is not a football player. I'm hoping more like basketball or something less violent. I feel sorry for these young kids because they're getting stronger and faster and hitting harder. But that's what he wants to do. But thank you, Gayling, for the super sticker. Let me try again to say hello. I can't even get past it. Jerry Nix, my brother from another mother's in the house. Narendra, please, guys, a couple good things every day. I said one, but I lied. Two. Twitter and Zoom. I mean YouTube, please. It will matter. It matters. I understand that stuff. Believe it or not, don't just go by this great suit and tie that I wear. Okay, I'm not the. It might deceive you. Vulcan Ghost, what's up? Kashil Pigu, welcome. Steve Noel. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Abby also is always here. I appreciate it. Tim, my brother Dylan, beam me up. Scotty, Captain Kirk, a.k.a. the man. Greg Judah, the Unicorn Man, thank you. Boom, kaboom. Gina Leva, one of the ladies of Onpassive. Hello, Jean. Rajendra, hello. Rose Matabi, welcome. Anita, thank you for being here. I mean it. Michael Champagne, always. One of the other ladies of Onpassive, Listra's in the house. And another one. M. Kylie, Doma Lepka, whoa, Tang Menor. Like I said, we got to meet some of these diamonds in the rough just in the last few weeks. So if you're there and you've watched this, I want to meet you. By the way, I'm going to invite people to my lives. Don't be surprised if I get a hold of you today, if you don't mind. Deborah Long, what's up? Ginger DeSanto, Asserta Sampo. We have the one and only Casey Zevenbergen, Patty Prescott. I've known Patty a long, long time. And as she said, get ready. Yvonne Finn. Thank you so much for being here, Yvonne. Another lady of Onpassive. Henry Horn, what's up? But Mala, definitely one of the pillar women of Onpassive. Marita Teresa Santos, same thing. Roy Davies from where? We know. Chris said it again. Florida. That was crazy. Robert Tantella, my neighbor. Cynthia Deering, thank you so much for being here. Another wonderful lady. Vera Washington, thank you, Vera. Vera saying hello and hearts to so many people. MD Summon, Portas Mondale, welcome. Joseph Swinder, where have you been? Welcome, buddy. Joseph been here from the very beginning. Connie Mose, what do I got to say? You're always here. Thank you. The women in Onpassive, I hate to say it, man. They are the movers and the shakers. Yep, they are. Myra Aquina, there's one right there. Next one I said. Great day to everyone. Yes, Linda Chiapetta, another one. Pretty Hendry, thank you for being here. M. Kylie is everywhere. What a supportive lady. She's everywhere. Everywhere. Lucy Ingalls, welcome. Trust the process, loyalty of Onpassive. Absolutely. There is nothing different. It's not blind. You know, people say blind. No, it's not blind. Everything they've done is right out in the open. Can't get any clearer. Tom, my brother from another mother. Parker's in the house. Rob Gorman's calling me. Myra Vulcan goes. I don't know if he's calling me to say something on here or if he's just calling. So I'm ending this. Love you all. I mean that. Even if I came across a little harsh, it's not me. You guys know me by now. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you somewhere, sometime, and then again tomorrow at noon. Anyway, love you all. Bye.